Good morning, dear student. Today I will discuss you class 10th biology chapter how do organisms reproduce. Dear student, we have discussed in previous classes briefly asexual reproduction. Today I will discuss about sexual reproduction. Why is the sexual reproduction mode to process the sexual reproduction? That means we were discussed the creation of two new cells from one involves copying of the DNA well as of cellular apparatus. That means DNA copying mechanism as we have noted. First of all, we discussed sexual reproduction in flowering plant. The sexual reproduction in flowering plant have a typical angiospermic flower consist of four whorls of floral appendages attached on the receptacles. That means you see in this diagram, that diagram is longitudinal section of flower. The receptacles in the top of flower stalk pedicel. The full whorl of flower appendages are calyx or sepals, corolla or petals, androecium or stamen, gynoecium or carpel. You also know pistil. That is the four whorl of flower. First calyx, you also know sepals. Second corolla, you also know petals. Third androecium, you also know stamen. And fourth gynoecium, that is pistil, you also know carpel. First of all, we discussed about calyx. It is the outermost. It is the outermost whorl of flower. Floral leaves called sepals. Sepals are generally green in color and protective in function. Occasionally that means you see bright colored. Corolla. It is the collection of petals. Petals are generally large, so and brightly colored to attract the insect pollinators. Calyx and corolla are non-essential part of flowers because they are not directly involved the reproduction. Third, androecium, that means you know stamen. It is the collection of stamens, male reproductive organ of the flower. Stamen is the male reproductive organ of flower. Each stamen consists anther and filament. The filament is long, stalk, has bare anther at the top. Usually anther are bilobed and contain four pollen sac, that means microsporangia. The pollen grain are made inside the pollen sac. Pollen grain are haploid. Microspore formed inside the pollen sac by meiosis, reduction, division. It is a diploid microspore mother cell, that means MMC. Initially, each microspore is uninucleated, but soon it becomes 2-3 nucleus. The two male nuclei, along with the little cytoplasm, differentiate into two gametes. Thus, each pollen grain produces two male gametes when germinates to produce pollen tube. Fourth, gynoecium, you know pistil or carpel. It is the collection of carpel. Gynoecium is the female reproductive organs of the flower. Each carpel has swollen ovary, long style, and a terminal stigma. It is a flower has only one carpel. It is called monocarpellary. Generally, the flower have more than one carpel, either free or fused. The fused carpel formed a single unit consisting of a common ovary, style and stigma. The stigma receive pollen grain during the pollination and support their growth. The style bear stigma in the suitable position to receive pollen and also provide passes for the entry of pollen tube. The ovary in this condition swollen and hollow. Basal parts that contain ovule. Each ovule has two embryo sac that bear a haploid egg, the female gametes. In plant, the fusion of male gamete and female gamete takes place inside the embryo sac, which is located inside the ovule. Fusion occurs only when the pollen grain are transferred to the stigma of same of other flowers. Fertilization in plant. Pollination result in the deposition of related pollen grains over the receptive stigma, that means you see in the diagram. Overall process fertilization in flowering of plant. Pollen grain receive the stigma of the carpel. They absorb water, swell and then germinate to produce pollen tube. One pollen tube grow into stigma, passes through the style and then move towards the ovary. Two non-motile male gametes are formed inside the tube during the growth through the style after reaching the ovary. Pollen tube enter the ovule through the micropyle. The tip of tube finally receive the egg apparatus end of the embryo sac. After penetrating the tip of pollen tube ruptures, reaching to male gamete into embryo sac. The mature embryo sac consists of an egg apparatus, that means one haploid egg and two synergid cells. That means you see in this diagram one haploid cells and two synergid cells, that is below two separating each. The mature embryo sac consists of egg apparatus, two polar nuclei and three antipodal cells. During the act of fertilization, one male gamete fuses with egg to form diploid zygote. This process is called syngamy, that means generative fertilization. Diploid zygote finally develop into embryo. The other male gamete fuses with the two polar nuclei to form 3N, that means diploid zygote. Primary endosperm 3N, that is the primary endosperm. This process is called triple fusion for a vegetative fertilization. Overall mechanism involving two acts of fertilization is an embryo sac is called double fertilization. After fertilization, zygote develop into embryo, ovule develop into seed and ovary develop into fruits. Overall process fertilization will successful. Thanks.